Hi dears, in this video I have included a few important questions from Module 10. So we don't have much time to waste. Let's move on to the first question. The first question is, who coined the term the lost generation? Gertrude Stein. Allen Ginsberg belongs to the Beat movement. What is the other title of the novel Moby Dick? The Whale. The name of the whale is Moby Dick and it symbolizes evil and white exploitation. Who is endowed with life in the novel The Scarlett Letter according to the narrator? Pearl. Moby Dick was dedicated to Nathaniel Hawthorne. Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman relies for its tragic seriousness on the fate of Linda Loman. Hemingway won the Nobel Prize in the year 1954. Allen Ginsberg's vision of America is inspired by Walt Whitman. How many days did Santiago hold Marlin in his line? 3 days. In Moby Dick, Captain Ahab falls for his pride. Ahab is the captain of the whaling ship Pecola. What was the concluding sentence in the novel The Old Man and the Sea? The old man was dreaming about the lines. The letter A on Hester's chest stands for Angel, Able, Adultery. What injury did Joe DiMaggio suffer in his career in The Old Man and the Sea? Bone spur. Which actress does Claudia hate and Pecola and Freida like in The Bluest Eye? Shirley Temple. Allen Ginsberg's key work of Beat movement is Howl, also known as Howl for Call Solomon. What is the final words of Claudia? It's much, much, much too late. What is the opening sentence in the novel Moby Dick? Call me Ishmael. Ishmael is the narrator and the only survivor of the novel. In the last requiem, what does Linda Loman in Death of a Salesman repeat? We are free, we are free. Who is the daughter of Hester in the Scarlett Letter? Pearl. Her character is impish, which means mischievous. Allen Ginsberg in his 1956 poem America speaks of the turbulent time of the post-Second World War. Henry David Thoreau belonged to the literary movement Transcendentalism. What was the original title of the essay later known as Civil Disobedience? Resistance to Civil Government. The government is best which governs least is the beginning statement of the essay Civil Disobedience by Henry David Thoreau. Thoreau metaphorically compares government to a machine. Which are the episodes narrated by the omniscient third person in The Bluest Eye? The episodes of Breedlove and Sopherd Church. Arthur Miller's theory of common man as a subject for tragedy is expressed in his essay Tragedy and the Common Man. Death of a Salesman, published in the year 1949. The key doctrine of Transcendentalism is Self Reliance. What is the motive behind the poem titled Daughter? Telling his or her daughter how America is, and the narrator is a parent or an artist. Who is the narrator of The Bluest Eye? 9-year-old Claudia McTeer and adult Claudia. What phrase does the novelist use to refer to the homeless Pecola? She is outdoors. Who is Mrs Charles Bianco mentioned in the poem Daughter? An art collector. Name the journal launched by Transcendentalist. The Dial. It was started in 1840 and edited by Margaret Fuller and Ralph Waldo Emerson. The catching phrase of the essay Self Reliance is Trust Thyself, and the essay published in the year 1841. Willie, in The Death of a Salesman, compares Biff and Happy to the mythical figure Adonai and Hercules, which is Gertrude Stein's quasi-memoir of her Paris years, the autobiography of Alice B. Toklas. And there are two famous quotes in that book. Rose is a rose is a rose, and there is no there. Who is Buffalo Bill? William Cody, the famous American cowboy, who is described as a philanthropic bum by Linda Loman in The Death of a Salesman. Happy Loman, the younger son of Willie and Linda. What is the meaning of the word defunct used by E E Cummings in his poem Buffalo Bill? Death. The poem's typology is just like a gun or a pistol. I have no heavenly Father, who said to whom in the Scarlett Letter. Pearl to Hester when Hester is trying to teach her about God. The story The Scarlett Letter begins in 1642. What is the theme of Gertrude Stein's poem Daughter? A bitter reproach to the way art is treated in America. And here ends this video. I hope it will be helpful for your exam.